Hi, my name's Angie and I'm a fornethy survivor. I was sent to Fornethy for a holiday for 6 weeks, and I was so excited because I was getting away from my ma for 6 weeks, because my ma was an abusive mother to me. Personally, just me. She hated me and I hated her, so there was nothing but joy when I thought I was going on a holiday for 6 whole weeks, away from all the crap that was going on in my life when I was a wee lassie. I was sent when I was 7 going on 8, or 6 going on 7 possibly. I wish I could find my records so that I could tell the exact date. When I got there, my ma took me to this big place in the town, and there was a bus waiting, and you got on the bus and you had to wave cheerio to your parents, and they took all our baggage off us and put it all up, and I don't know what it was. Anyway, we got there. It seemed like hours because I was sick 3 times in a sick bag, and they were getting pissed off with me, to be honest. So I was never a good traveller. So we got there anyway, and all I seen was this big, giant white house, and I thought, wow. And I said it before, I'd never seen a house as big as Berlin in my life. And I was still dead excited until I walked through the doors. And then I got a feeling in my stomach, the feeling that I often felt when something was going to happen to me. I walked in as a wee lassie, and I was subject to terrible abuse. I wet my bed 3 nights in a row, and on the 3rd night they took my sheet off the bed. They took me. Fletcher gave me a whipping with a cane thing, and I was nae greeting. I was dying to greet. I was so sore, it was so sore. She put my sheet in a bath with just like a couple of inches of water, and she poured in these flakes things, and I know now that it's soap powder, that was back then, and I had to stand in that and stamp and stamp and stamp. I had a rash right up to my thighs. My feet were frozen. I couldn't feel them. They eventually remembered about me and came and lifted me out the bath. Tried to stand me up and I fell twice. She put my night back on. She had took that off because I was standing naked, stamping. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because past history. Anyway, I got put back into bed, and then at breakfast, she never put a sheet back on my bed. She made me lie in rubber, and my legs were so sore and itchy and everything, and I had a sore stomach, and every time you'd see a teacher, you'd avoid them because they'd whack you or slap you in the side of the head or punch you in the back of the head or kick you, trip you up. They done everything possible to make you as miserable as they could, make you greet, but I wouldn't greet. I was a professional no, I'm no greeting for you. So I wasn't greeting. I used to be sat naked in the corridor. If they heard me try to talk, I try to talk to everybody. And I got into trouble all the time for it. And at one point I had a horn print in my face where Mrs. Fletcher kindly belted me that hard that my neck practically spun nearly 360 like The Exorcist. And it was a shock. It was a shock. The next couple of weeks were just as bad. Everything was just as bad, but I hadn't done the toilet in about well over a week. I kept holding it in. Holding it in, because I was too scared to go to the toilets, because they were scary. Things happened in the toilets. We were all naked in the toilets, and I didn't want to go in there and sit and have to wait to do the toilet. So I was greeting for that, because my stomach was killing me and I was all sore. My wee bum was all sore, but I still couldn't pass. So this other one came in. I thought her name was Aiken, or Andrews or something like that anyway. And she put her fingers up my anus to make sure I wasn't lying, that I actually was constipated. She put her fingers up my anus. Pervert. Clearly demented pervert. Nothing will ever leave us about fornethy. We are scarred. We might have survived it, but we're scarred. My whole life's been blighted by anger. Anger, total anger. Total determination. Don't take no shit from nobody. Don't greet for nobody. There's so much more. And I concur all the other stories, because they've all happened to all yous. This time, justice will be done. No justice, no peace. Thank you.